Before the Giants and Panthers game, Odell Beckham Jr. gave an interview that caused a lot of big waves. I could read it to you if I want. I don't know. It's wordy. I don't want to go there. Here's the thing. Odell Beckham Jr. is speaking about Eli Manning and basically said, yeah, I would like to get the ball thrown to me deep. He said Eli Manning can still throw. He's not going to run. But yeah, I want to go over the top. And I really think this was a very optimistic. If you watch the whole interview, he was really optimistic. He said that, it's before the game happened. So he said the Giants were still 1-3. He offered hope for the Giants franchise. And he talked about how the Giants are not throwing the ball downfield. He said the situation he's in with the Giants is not ideal for his production and for his productivity in his career. The scheme, that means coaching, everything, including Eli Manning, everything about the situation with the Giants is not ideal. And what Odell Beckham Jr. did was point out the flaws with the Giants. And there were many ways he could have done that. He could have been very disrespectful. He could have been really angry. He wasn't. I think the way that Odell Beckham Jr. delivered the message, I would categorize that as respectful. A respectful way to deliver the message. And whether you like it or not, right, wrong, or indifferent, Odell Beckham Jr. is a leader in the Giants locker room. And you have two options from here. You, the fan, listening, you have that option. You can decide, is Odell Beckham Jr. a good leader or a bad leader? He is a leader. We can't change that. But is he a good leader or a bad leader? I think you can make an argument for either one. I'm going to do both. And then I'm going to tell you what I think. So here's an argument for why Odell Beckham Jr. could be categorized as a bad leader. Sterling Shepard, one of the Giants wide receivers, had a sideline meltdown against the Panthers on Sunday. And it was very similar to what Odell Beckham Jr. did last year with a kicking net. You could say, well, Odell Beckham Jr. led by example. He showed that it's acceptable to have a sideline outburst and be outrageous and have a meltdown on the sideline. He showed that behavior is acceptable, and now his teammates are following suit. You can make that argument if you want. And you can further it along by saying, well, Odell Beckham Jr. is saying stuff that was private in the locker room and making that public. If he wanted to call out Eli Manning, if he wanted to say we need better coaching, he could have said that without making it public. So, bad example and making things public, you can make an argument, well, Odell Beckham Jr., he's a bad leader. But you could also make the argument, well, he's speaking for the team. He's a good leader because he's speaking for the players in the locker room that don't have a voice. He has a massive contract. He can say whatever he wants. He can get away with taking chances with his words. Maybe Odell Beckham Jr. can use his star power, his platform, to bring forth a positive change for the New York Giants. And the thing is, Odell Beckham Jr. is kind of right. He said, Eli Manning's not stretching the field. We want to throw the ball downfield. I want to beat guys over the top. And I looked at it. I looked at Eli Manning's stats. Eli Manning's only attempted 13 passes in 5 games now of 21 yards or farther. He's 3 for 13 on passes longer than 21 yards downfield. There's an issue at my college. You'll see how I'm really this in a minute. There's an issue with my college. The broadcasting program, I think, is very damaging for students who want to be broadcasters. What they do is they force you to make a lot of really cringy, like you think I'm cringy. I think pretty quality compared to what they make. They make really cringy, bad content, and they force the students to make it public. And if I had to do that, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be, oh, don't look at that. I don't want people to see that ever. And that damages the student's brand. I think there are many things that my school does that are very, very bad. They're wrong about production stuff. They use old programs. There's a lot of things that I wish I could say that I'm not allowed to speak out against because I don't have a voice. I have no power. I have no control. I actually changed my major because I realized, I can't make a difference. No one cares about my opinion. And if I want to get good grades and just keep my head down, I had to completely change my major. My hands are tied. I can't speak out. And that's frustrating for me. And I imagine there are other Giants players in the locker room going, man, Eli Manning isn't cutting it. And I don't have a $65 million contract. I'm barely surviving. I can't come out and say any of this stuff. Odell Beckham Jr. speaks for those guys. He can say those things. He can point out the shortcomings of the franchise. You can say Odell Beckham Jr. is a good leader because he's the only one who can say the things that need to be said. You could argue he's speaking for the players who don't have a voice, and he's trying to make a difference. Now, personally, I think that Eli Manning has some all right football left. I don't think Eli Manning's a complete bum. I think the Giants simply don't have the offensive line it's going to require to help Eli Manning win games. And no question, Eli Manning's arm strength has diminished. He cannot throw the ball with as much zip, as much velocity, and over the top the way he used to. I mean, Eli Manning and the Giants, it's not working. It's not working anymore. The Giants don't have the help Eli needs, and Eli's not winning games. They're 1-4. Now, here's my perspective. I don't know that Odell Beckham Jr. is some hero, some amazing leader, the way I might have accidentally painted him out to be. But I think that when Eli Manning was spoken about, when OBJ spoke about Eli Manning, he told the truth, and he was respectful. Here is exactly what he said. I'm going to read it for you guys. He said, "I don't know. I feel like he's not going to get out of the pocket. We know Eli's not running it. Can he still throw? Yeah. But it's been pretty safe. And it's been, cool catching shallow throws and trying to take it to the house. But I want to go over the top of somebody." And it's kind of weird. It's a weird quote. I read exactly what he said. The truth is uncomfortable. The truth is not always easy to share. But I don't know. Odell Beckham Jr. got paid a ton of money by the New York Giants. He is the face of the franchise, and he is the only person who can say that uncomfortable truth that maybe Eli Manning isn't cutting it. It's not working. Not currently. It's not working with Eli Manning and the Giants. May not be awesome, but I don't know. Now, allow me, Zach Schaumler, not OBJ, this is my opinion, allow me to offer a solution to the Giants' problem. Draft a quarterback next year. The Giants must draft a quarterback. I think you should draft Justin Herbert if you can get him. Now, the Giants' failures are not all Eli Manning's fault. I don't want to paint it that way. But you got to give Odell Beckham Jr. a guy who can stretch the field. And right now, Eli Manning can't do that. You got to call plays that stretch the field. And right now, they're not doing that. When you watch Matt Nagy and the Chicago Bears run these incredibly creative plays that get guys wide open, you go, man, if only Odell Beckham Jr. played in that system, he would be putting up incredible numbers. And then you watch a guy like Patrick Mahomes throw the ball for the Chiefs. He can huck it like 80 yards. His arm strength is incredible. And when you watch that, you realize, oh, the Giants don't have either. They don't have a great scheme that's getting Odell Beckham Jr. wide open. And they don't have a quarterback with a giant arm to throw the ball over the field, down the field, over the top, and take advantage of Odell Beckham Jr.'s mismatch on almost every defender he comes across. I believe the Giants should have drafted a quarterback last year. I was very staunch about it. A lot of people pushed back. And now I admit, it's not all Eli's fault. But don't blame Odell Beckham Jr. Do not call OBJ a bad person because he pointed out Eli Manning's shortcomings. He's not. He was honest. I think it took guts to be honest. That's a scary position, but he's the face of the franchise. That is his role with the Giants. You paid him the money. You made him face of the franchise. Now, his thing is to keep the franchise accountable. He has to say that. He has to say what he said in that interview because if he doesn't, nothing in the Giants organization will change. Is he a great leader? I don't know. Probably not. He's kind of immature. He's a little all over the place. But in this situation, he did the right thing. He said, this is a problem with my team. We want to win games. We're not going to win games this way. We need better play calling. Maybe we need a different quarterback. He didn't actually say that. But he respectfully said the truth. The truth is uncomfortable. But Odell Beckham Jr. was not wrong. So, I don't know. I do know. I think Odell Beckham Jr. did the right thing. I don't know that I would have done it. I probably would have. I probably would have said, hey, this is an issue. I do it with my college. And I think it's important to point out shortcomings because if he doesn't, no one will, and nothing would have changed in the Giants locker room. Hi, my name is Zach Schaumler. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports, and it is my favorite thing in the entire world. If you don't know already, if you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, and you can also find more clips like this, the short breakout clips like the one you just watched. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about this show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Thank you so much, and have a great day.